I'd be afraid to embrace this new chance I had. I'm not sure what I can do to help. I can't just make Warren disappear. I don't need you to. I just need your help to find the person who did this. Her name is Clarissa Ford. If I can find her, I can prove I'm innocent. Okay. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that one more time. Okay, that's it. We're good to go. The actual data, not the lies that the government published. Finally be able to prove what we thought. Please let this be
it. All right, what's up, y'all? It's your man, Barry Bondz, and of course, we are right now struggle streaming here at the house. As you know, there's a lot of things going on in the music industry right now, and I don't know if you guys had a chance to see, but I actually had a chance to attend the 2021 Summer Jam. All right, given by Hot 97 and the gang over at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So a little bit about that. I had a chance. I was actually invited by Londell McMillan, famed law entertainment attorney, who also owns the Source magazine. And I was able to attend that. And it was a really, really, really good experience. Can't even lie to you, man. I had such a good time. For the most part, just being out again, being able to enjoy music in a public setting. But there were a few things that I want to take away that I feel some of you up-and-coming artists really need to key in on. Because, at this point, these type of things are really killing the industry due to the fact that these artists are going out there and they are not prepared for what is coming to them. Now, got Kurt Burrows. All right. See that? Yeah. Oh, let's see what Kurt's talking about.
How is that possible?
What's up, Kurt?
Barry, checking in. I want to let you know it looks as if the funeral is going to be on Saturday now in D.C. All of it, not Friday.
Okay.
I wanted to give you that update. If you have a notion to go, let me know, because then I'll work it out with you and ride down with you. You get it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I would.
Or when you're down there, ride back. No, I don't know. I'll figure it out because I want to go to Philly coming back. I'll figure it out with you. I just wanted to let you know the change first. All right?
All right. Cool. Cool.
All right. One.
All right. All right. That's Kurt Burrows, everybody. He's a famed music industry professional executive who helped Diddy create Bad Boy Entertainment. But back to what I was saying. There's a lot of things that you guys really need to know and really need to understand. Okay. Now, look, just a little bit about me. I started out as an artist, so I definitely feel your pain. I feel your struggle. I started out singing. I started out singing with a singing group, and 8 or 9 years, we thought we were really going to make it. We had some great times. We had some great opportunities. Some of them we passed up and regret to this day. A lot of them we took, gave it our best, just didn't happen. They say that those who are artists at one time make the best managers. So hence what I'm doing. But in that, we were blessed that we had a lot of good people around us to help us and to help develop us. And that's pretty much the thesis of what I would like to chat with you guys about today is development, artist development. You A&Rs out here, man, you A&Rs are really not doing us any favors because all you're doing is just you're getting lazy. Let's just put it like that. You're getting lazy. You're allowing the artist to dictate what they should do and when they should do it. And I don't get it. I feel like you guys need to be out here on your job, That's what you're getting paid so much money for. And pay for. And pay for. And pay for. Oh. And you're just not out there. We need you to be out there making it happen. You need to be making it happen for these artists in the guise of watching out for their best interest, taking care and making sure that these guys are fully developed, and then also making sure that you're putting out the best product possible and not cutting corners or just giving us any slop, because I've watched the music industry go down the past 10 years to the point where it's just unrecognizable now by those who have been in it, years previous. I mean, there's no substitution for good music. I mean, it's no substitution. It just isn't. So we really need you guys to get on your damn jobs. All right. I happen to be able to work for one of the best A&Rs in the business, Harv Pierre. I was able to see him in his day in and day out do what he do and make things happen. So I really need you guys to get on your job and to make things happen so that we can start creating superstars and not just artists. Because right now, all of these cats out here are just artists. I've seen very few superstars come through in the past 10 to 15 years. Very few. And that's due to, one, a lack of development. And I really wish that I had, the resources to be able to create a development camp for artists where we have artists come through, they pay their money, and we teach them just like they did back in the Motown days when Berry Gordy would take Charlie Atkins and others, and he would teach them manners. They would go to school. The ladies would go to a school so that they could learn, how to, conduct themselves in different situations. Charm school, I guess you would say. The guys will go through rigorous training as well, as far as, learning how to eat at tables, use silverware, media training, also teaching them, how to dance, how to be graceful in their movements, I mean, it's so much that we're missing right now. We just really went off course. But, I definitely wish that you guys would get back on your job and start teaching how you're supposed to teach. Development to these artists. One thing Puffy did, that I give him credit, is that he took Usher. Well, actually, I can't even give. That was really L.A. Reid's, his doing was to take Usher and send him to Puff and get some training, just send him around Puff so that he can, get developed by Puff. You know what I'm saying? And now we have that superstar that's known as Usher because of development. And our development is so critical. And you guys just aren't doing your job. That's why we just have fly-by-night artists that come through and they eventually leave. They eventually just fade out into the sun. But getting back to what I was talking about as far as Summer Jam. The thing with Summer Jam is that they had an artist, Polo G. Polo G, he's got a record right now that's doing pretty good on the charts. But Polo G is, I don't know, he's just not developed. And he was actually on the New York Homecoming stage. He performed before Barry Manilow, and his stage performance was just horrible. I really felt bad for this kid being up there because the crowd wasn't into him. He had no energy. He didn't talk to the crowd, nothing. It was just horrible, and he's on there with some really big legends. He's on there with some legends. So his showing was horrible. That you don't ever get a second chance to make a first impression. So that impression, I was the first time I ever seen him perform. So that was pretty bad. I saw that. I was like, ugh, it's horrible. Then I get to Summer Jam and I see him perform. He came on after Saweetie. and it was horrible as well. So, I do hope that whoever is moving this kid around, that they actually, fix this, because it's a problem. It's a real big problem. But overall, the show was, first of all, started out raining cats and dogs. We didn't know if we were going to really even go in. It was times we was in the car just thinking like, should we go in? I could take it or leave it. It was raining so bad. We had to go get tested, of course. They set it up for us to be able to go get tested for, the rapid coronavirus test. Took the test, we were negative. We got back in the car and we just stayed and hung out. And we got there really, really early, just so that we can kind of beat all the traffic. But once we were there, it was pandemonium. People were trying to figure it out. Security was overzealous. They were acting like, hey, stop, do this, It's crazy. It was crazy. But overall, it was a smooth transition. We got through there, got to our the VIP, I guess you call it the VIP loft. That's what they have. And we were in there for maybe a good hour and a half, 2 hours before anybody ever actually showed up. We were in there with some of the execs from Hot 97. And they were really, really, really nervous. They didn't know if this was going to go down right or not. But people started filing in probably around 6 p.m., about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And, the show kicked off on time. And so Weedy kicked it off, lackluster show. All she's doing is shaking ass all over the place. Tired of seeing that as well, man. I got to be honest with you guys. Tired of seeing that as well. If I want to see ass shake, I go to a strip club. I don't really feel like seeing it, in the guise of a performance from an artist that's supposed to be giving me something. But that's why I say it all leads back to development. Because if that's all you got to give, that's all you got to offer, then of course, that's what you're going to put out there. From there, Swizz Beatz. Let me get to the point. Swizz Beatz had the best show of the night. And it's no wonder, because he had a lot of legends with him. One of them being the Isley Brothers from my hometown, Lincoln Heights, Ohio. And these guys are seasoned. All of these guys are seasoned, and they came from that school of development. So, of course, they gave a great show. It's phenomenal. And the rest of the night was, So we left. We left early, got back to the crib, watched it on Tidal, because Tidal was streaming it. And I got a chance to see the Migos do their performance. And it was cool, pretty good, cool performance with the Migos. Of course, those guys, they always come to play. I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how much longer High 97 is going to be able to keep this whole thing up. That is the Summer Jam. I know for a fact, and working in the industry, that actually comprises for about 50 to 60% of their financial budget for the year. So they got to have it, and it's got to be stellar. It's got to be a killer performance, killer show. But I just don't know. I think that they need to reinvent it somehow. Figure out a way to stop bringing the same people every year. Like, I believe this is probably the 4th or 5th time Meek Mill has done the Summer Jam. And damn, Meek, it just seems like you always do the same 4 songs, man, in a row. Like, bro, you got to get a new show, man. You got to get a new show. And I'm saying that with love, bro. You got to get a new show. Because seriously, you're putting people to sleep, man. And I think you're putting your own self to sleep because you were just really not into it. I could see that. Some takeaways from Summer Jam 2021. I really feel that, one, the preparation this time, they had them kind of in a quandary because they didn't know if they were going to be able to do it. The city just opened back up. If I were you guys, I would have really had pushed for maybe a late or early fall show. I think that would have been a lot better. But, going forward, I think you guys need to do a lot better job of creating a theme for the show instead of just bringing all those who are just on the charts or who's popular, because that's pretty much what it seems was, what matters right now is, are they popular? Another takeaway is, I don't know, I would say trying to make sure that, the show that you at least make these performers perform, because walking across the stage, just having your crew out there, that shit is tiring, man. Tired of that as well. People are paying $60, $70 for this show. We want to see a show. We want to see a show. We want to see something that we aren't probably going to be able to see just any time else, maybe with a club performance. We got to see that. And then you artists got to want to give a show. There's some artists that I probably didn't like before I went to the studio or before I went to the show, just hearing their music. But after the show, I was like, yo, I really dig these guys. These guys are pretty dope, and that can happen during your live show. So you really need to develop it and get it together. But that's pretty much it, as far as Summer Jam is concerned. Before I leave you, I do want to give you some some housekeeping rules here that I should have mentioned at the beginning of this. But of course, this is the A&R report. This is I do it weekly, and I'm probably going to drop more just little gems along the way that are probably going to be maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But this is going to be weekly. I'm setting this up to be weekly, getting my bearings here. I'm getting used to this whole thing that is YouTube. So consistency is definitely the key, and bringing up and producing good content is definitely the key. So I want to be like the Kevin Samuels, of the music industry when giving you guys advice, giving you guys gems, giving you guys best practices, helping you guys with information that's going to get you heard, seen, and to the bag. Heard, seen, and to the bag. Personally, myself, I'm a 17-year-old vet in the music industry. I worked for 3 labels in my time, 2 radio stations, and 2 production companies. And I have a wealth of knowledge and information and resources that I've been able to attain and throughout my years. I'm currently working as an executive in the media, here in New York, in the media industry here in New York. And, I just want to be able to pour into you guys. There's no reason why I should have all of this information, this knowledge about the game through my experiences and not be able to give it to you all who are aspiring to, to break out in the music industry. I can tell you from experiences, the things that I've been through, the things that I've seen, and if there's anything that I can do to help you guys not fall into the pitfalls that I fell into while going after this goal, going after this dream, then you know what, it's a success. It's definitely a success. I'm going to be talking to artists. I'm going to be sharing my world, talking to artists. I'm going to be, using this to preview new music. I'm also going to be using this to, share with you my ideas, share with you concepts, as well as using my marketing and brand integration experience to help you come up with concepts for your rollouts, as well as helping you to spin media and whatever else I can do to pour into you, whatever else I can do. I want to be that guy that you go to, like, let me ask Bondz. Let me ask Bondz. In fact, that's going to be a segment called Ask Bondz. And I'm going to put, well, actually, all my information is in the not in the comments, but in the description, where you'll see my email address. If you have any questions, you can email me. I still have a lot of great relationships. I forgot to mention to that list that I was over at the Source for 5 years, Source Magazine. I actually just left there not too long ago, but I'm still affiliated with the Source. I was also marketing director for the Rap Fest, the rapfest.com. These are 2 major media platforms, in the music industry. So I got a wealth of knowledge, man. I have a lot of resources. You can come to me and let's chat, and I'm gonna give you information. Now, I know that there's a lot of other guys on here that are also in the music industry giving you information, doing this and that, the other, salute to them. I definitely want to reach out and do some collabs with them as well. I'm really just starting this whole channel, as far as putting this out there, because I said, hey, I got a lot of information. I got a lot of experiences under my belt. I need to share and I need to teach. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I have started recently a boutique R&B label. Boutique R&B label is called R&B Revolution. And I have a site. We just put the site up. So I'm looking to help, or I'm looking to find, see that? I'm looking to find R&B singers who are ready, who are marketable, who are serious, who are professional, who have great music, who live and die this, who eat, sleep, drink, and shit music. I want to find you. If you're looking at this and you know of any artists, any R&B artists that are looking for either management or they're looking to fall into a situation, with a nice boutique label such as mine, send them to me. All right, send them to me, and let's see what we can do. Because my plan, I really want to bring back R&B music. Right now, the R&B that's out now, I really don't rock with it, just because it's, one, too vulgar, and two, it's so depressing. R&B used to be a safe haven of mine where I can go and just listen to music that uplifts and just, energizes you and gets you through hard times. Now this shit is just so depressing, or they're just talking about smashing the whole time. It's like, come on, man, let's get away from that. But that's another thing that I'm into right now. It's getting that going. I'm on socials. I'm on all the socials. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm even on LinkedIn. You can find me on there as Barry Bondz. All right. So look me up, send me a shout, and tell a friend to tell a friend. I really want to get this thing popping. So, give me a like, share, subscribe. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance. Just, check in with me. Allow me to be able to earn my value with you, through the information that I give. This shirt right here, Black Excellence, this is something I created a couple of years ago. Put it out. Black Excellence is a t-shirt, pretty much embodies everything that I believe in as far as morality, integrity, servitude, servanthood, to your community, helping to reach back, all the key pillars that, make up a great person. And just as W. Du Bois came up with the Talented 10, this is my version of the Talented 10. Those Black folks who are upstanding, who are doing their job, who are, getting to the bag, who are, standing up for what's right, working hard, not using excuses, not playing in the victim or running in the victim Olympics. All of these things, So that's pretty much it. I just give me a chance. Give me a like, share, and a subscribe. But look, before I leave, I just want to turn you on to something that I've been watching. It's on Netflix. I think you guys will get some value out of it. So I want you to check it out. It's a great documentary. And I believe it's been out maybe a couple of weeks now, I believe. But it's a great documentary that really, inspired me. And I believe it may do the same for you as well. But there's a record exec by the name of David Geffen. I'm pretty sure that those that follow the music industry are very familiar with this guy. He's done some amazing things. He's one of the best executives, in the history. He's a music man, if you know what that means. And that's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start highlighting a lot of these great A&Rs, these great executives, just so that I can put you on the game for some of you who don't know, because I think that's one of the things as well that you may need to get up on is being able to know who the movers and shakers are behind the scenes. You know, you could be sitting next to someone like Clive Davis. He could be in your vicinity. He could be, you know, standing next to you. If you not know him, then you just missed out on a huge opportunity to move your career or make a connection that could move your career to the next level. This right here. Okay. American Masters Inventing David Geffen. This right here. You need to check that out. It's a documentary about his life, about how he got into the music industry. Funny enough, he finessed his way in, as many of us do, going after this goal. And he was wildly successful. And he had a lot of great, you know, artists that he brought through, a lot of superstar legend artists that he discovered and or helped guide their career. That's the goal. That's the goal. Is to go from virtually unknown to superstar legend. And tapping in with me, I want to help you get there. I definitely want to help you get there. So I'm going to end this right here. I know it got a little bit long, so I'm almost at 26 minutes. So we're going to end it right here. But look, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the A&R live stream. I'm going to do this at least once a week just so that I can give you some good nuggets and we can chat, chop it up. There's no one on here right now, but, you know, consistency is the key with all things you're trying to achieve. So, you know, once we start getting people in the chat, I can start answering some questions and, you know, we can just have a good old conversation. So that's it. I'm going to chat with you guys. As always, my motto is positive minds move forward. I'm your host, Barry Bondz. This has been the A&R Report live stream. I'll chat with you guys soon. All right. Peace.